Alright everyone, this recipe is going to show you how to make a dip or spread with pheasant or grouse meat. I'm using one pheasant in this video, but if you choose to use grouse, I would highly recommend that you use two birds because they're a bit smaller. Essentially, what you're going to want to do first is to place your meat into a pot that you can boil water in. And as you can see in this video, I make sure that the water level is actually above the top of the meat. Before I start the boiling process, I typically cut up an onion and add it to the pot. If you want, you can also add some table salt to the mixture to help infuse some flavor into the meat. I usually boil the meat for about 40 minutes to make sure any harmful bacteria is killed. Following this, I drain all the water out of the pot. Once the meat has had time to cool down, assemble your ingredients. You'll need 1 boiled pheasant or 2 boiled grouse, green onions, Miracle Whip, cream cheese, and ranch dressing. At this point, take your meat and cut it into thin, small pieces. I personally hate wasting any meat off of a game animal, so I really try to get as much off the carcass as I can. When you're done, you should have a pile of meat that looks something like this. Next, take your green onions and slice them up. And it doesn't really matter what size you slice them into, just because we're going to end up putting all this into a blender eventually. So just make sure that they're sliced somewhat before you put them in. In the background you can see my hound there looking over the counter waiting for something to drop. This usually happens in every cooking video I make. But yeah, I don't want her to get any onions, so I'm going to make sure none of that falls on the floor. Once you finish cutting up the meat and the green onions, you're going to proceed by placing both ingredients into your blender. Next, you're going to add half a cup of ranch dressing to the blender. After you've added the ranch dressing, add a 1/4 cup of cream cheese. From here, I add 2 ingredients that are completely optional. I like to add some fresh ground pepper and some table salt. Alright everyone, it's just that easy. At this point, make sure the top is on your blender and start it. All you need to do is make sure there's no chunks left in it when you're done. And voila folks, there you have it. It's just that simple. If you've enjoyed this video, please make sure to subscribe. And don't forget to check out my new Facebook page, the link's in the description.